In an incredibly competitive online space, it's tough to make a name for yourself, and even harder to maintain that momentum for any extended period of time. Every now and then, though, someone emerges whose actions are so bizarre that you can't help but pay attention, with one of the best examples of this being none other than Matan. Over the past few years, he's become widely known as a troll, accumulating a sizable audience on YouTube and garnering almost 260,000 followers on Twitter. But how exactly did he get so insanely popular? And where did he even come from? Well, to understand that, we first have to go back to the year 2019 when he first had a brush-in with fame. And before we get to that, let's give a brief word to our sponsor. I think a lot of people would be baffled at the amount of their personal information that's readily available all over the internet. Data brokers sell your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who may want to target you. This includes your full name, email, home address, health records, your relatives, and so much more. And this is where Aura comes into the picture. Think of it as an all-in-one suite that provides you everything you need to make sure that you're protected on the internet. It has antivirus, a VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more. And you get all this for one price. But I think the most interesting thing Aura does is shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. That means that they'll scrub the entire World Wide Web to find out where my information is being shown and then submit takedown requests to get that removed. So if any of this seems useful to you at all, I highly recommend you try out a 2-week free trial by clicking the link down below or going to aura.com/tgfm. The sooner you start taking control of your online presence, the better, so I highly advise everyone to try it out today. Throughout the year of 2019, Hong Kong citizens fiercely protested against the Chinese government after a particularly harsh fugitive extradition law was introduced that encroached on their democratic freedom. The mainstream media documented the struggle between authorities and citizens, with violence breaking out numerous times. In the midst of all this, a young boy named Matan decided to voice his support for the protesters in a unique way. As the story goes, he and his family were fans of the Los Angeles Clippers basketball team, even holding season pass tickets. He was apparently featured on the Jumbotron numerous times before, and decided that the next game they went to, he would hold up a t-shirt that said, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong," if the occasion arose. When it inevitably did, the panicked cameraman quickly panned away from him. It should be noted that the NBA as a whole was embroiled in a controversy due to their popularity in mainland China. On October 23rd, a user tweeted out a clip of Matan, with the post going viral and garnering tens of thousands of likes. Many were shocked that someone as young as him was engaging in political activism, with many showing their support. People would then tweet that they would like to see Matan protest at BlizzCon, due to the fact that Blizzard was also facing severe backlash after taking away professional gamer Blitzchung's award money due to him speaking out against China during a tournament. Matan did exactly this, posting a video of himself saying "Free Hong Kong" at a World of Warcraft panel.
Free Hong Kong!
Sounds good. Alright. Alright, sorry about that.
As a result of this, the young boy was invited to numerous interviews discussing why he did what he did, as well as reaffirming his support for the Special Administrative Region.
But I saw people handing out the shirts at the Clipper game outside. So when I saw that, I decided, maybe I should hold it up, get on the screen, be on live TV.
In an incredibly bizarre twist, he was even invited onto Alex Jones' InfoWars network, being interviewed by Owen Schroyer not once, but twice.
Guys, roll it one more time. Man, I'm telling you, there are grown men who don't have the courage to do what you did and step out on that in front of that panel.
Immediately after these interviews, Matan wasted no time leveraging this newfound fame by consistently posting videos on his channel documenting the protests.
And since then, I've been making sort of daily videos, or almost daily, on how the Hong Kong police, and obviously they're associated with China, have actually been attacking innocent protesters who've done nothing wrong, how the Hong Kong police have pepper sprayed the protesters in the face for no reason.
However, upon inspection, these uploads were a bit unusual. You see, if you take a look at the old archives of his channel, you'll notice that Matan was posting videos that were roughly 6 to 7 minutes long almost every single day with similar names. Looking at later archives reveals that he was posting this content consistently even months later. While Hong Kong's protest against China was certainly an important political topic and deserved to be discussed, dedication to this extent was somewhat strange to say the least, especially considering the fact that he was a literal child. All of these videos have since been removed from his channel for unknown reasons. But while Matan did have a decent amount of buzz surrounding him for a brief period, this would soon fade as people began to lose interest, with his internet presence being forgotten about by the majority of onlookers. By 2021, he had accumulated almost 40,000 subscribers, but it seemed that his relentless posting had ceased, going for months without uploading at all. Many of his now devoted fans wondered why this was the case. In response, he made a post to his Twitter account claiming he was done with his coverage due to the protests themselves having died down in intensity, with there really being nothing else to report on. While at the time one might assume Matan was done with the online world for good and would simply continue with his life, this couldn't be further from the truth. This brings us to December of 2022, when From Software's smash hit Elden Ring was nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and to the surprise of nobody, ended up winning. However, when the dev team went up on stage, some noticed a strange person standing off to the side, seemingly waiting for a chance to speak. After the acceptance speech, this young individual took hold of the microphone.
Real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
As you probably already know, this was none other than Matan himself. While starting his online presence completely sincere, it seems that somewhere along the way he decided to embrace more of a comedic edge, adopting a sort of persona that he refused to deviate from. Jeff Keighley, the host of the award show, soon tweeted that the teen had been arrested, though it doesn't seem like Matan was ever charged with anything serious. He himself even offered his own rebuttal to the claim soon after, tweeting, "Today there's a lot of talk and speculation. More information will be released on all fronts sooner than later." Immediately after this, progressive news organizations began publishing hit pieces dredging up Matan's previous history, with many of them highlighting his association with InfoWars. They accused him of spreading anti-Semitic dog whistles due to the nature of the joke, also pointing out the fact that he was wearing Yeezys during the performance. A writer for Motherboard even went so far as to claim that he was part of, quote, the right-wing media ecosystem, and that he was feeding into current anti-Semitic MAGA tropes. One of the most notable articles about the situation was from Polygon due to the fact that they actually managed to secure a phone interview with him, revealing that he stayed in character the entire time. After describing his prior history on YouTube, they confront him about his former dedication to Hong Kong, with him saying, "I'm still a supporter of the ongoing movement. I have not talked about it in recent times. I just did not think yesterday was the right time for me to talk about it again. I thought there was an extremely high chance that Bill Clinton himself would get a personal invite. He would be sitting in the front row and maybe be nominated for at least as many awards as there are. And the fact that he was not even nominated and not won any of them, I was completely devastated." They then revealed that Matan himself claimed to be Jewish and that he did not support anti-Semitism or far-right ideology, even outright denouncing Kanye West's political views. And while admittedly it's difficult to take anything the now infamous troll says at face value, this is one of the things that actually appears to have some truth to it. For one, many people pointed out that Matan is a traditionally Israeli name. If that wasn't proof enough, journalist Jason Schreier revealed that he had spoken to Matan in Hebrew during an interview, and that Matan had actually responded, with his conclusion being that he was almost certainly a Jewish prankster. While he had received some popularity before, this Game Awards stunt skyrocketed him to new heights of fame, with the absurdity of the situation leaving many wondering what the enigmatic troll would do next. As it turns out, he would immediately begin to ingrain himself into the larger online community by going on numerous podcasts, never breaking character, leading to some incredibly bizarre but admittedly entertaining shenanigans.
One of the comments, somebody asking if you, the host here, is cool with the Nazi salute, because I went like this. I wasn't doing a Nazi salute. I was talking about
Oh, yeah.
you know, meeting Bill Clinton and touching the top of his head.
He's Jewish, y'all.
I'm Jewish.
Don't be f***ing weird.
There wasn't a Nazi salute.
He would continue to garner attention by involving himself in the political sphere of YouTube by going on to live streams with Destiny, though the actual productiveness of this conversation is up for debate.
Well, you know, for an extraordinary conspiracy, I think we're probably going to need a little bit more than common sense and logic, but hit me up. Give me the most logic you've got.
Right, you know, we can obviously look at, you know, actual data and statistics. And I just want to say that obviously, you know, I'm not saying this that all of the Jews are the ones running it. I think there's just a lot of people in general before anybody jumps to anti-Semitic conclusions.
The most famous moment from these sorts of appearances would emerge after he appeared on the Neon Sniper Panda YouTube channel to debate several OnlyFans models. Towards the end of the video, he seemed to throw everyone off guard with a question to one of the girls.
But,
You're literally 15. What do you know?
You know how to read.
Yes, I do know how to read.
Name 10 books.
Are you serious?
Yes, 100%. Name 10 books.
Well, I read Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed with like the Twilight
book
series.
called?
Game of Thrones, the
Don't have
series?
What's the book called? It's not called Game of Thrones.
Wait, what book did you just say before that?
She's just trying to come up with a bunch of nonsense and she can't name any actual
Let
books.
her talk.
Bro,
Why
shut up,
are you
kid.
taking my spot?
You know, I don't really think that, you know, for the most part, you know, they've earned my respect to speak. You know, especially when I have something better to say.
We've earned your respect to speak.
Right.
And you believe you're God,
That's
right?
not really the point.
Upon the adoration from this, Matan began to integrate himself into the manosphere side of YouTube even further by talking to controversial streamer Sneeko, which also led to some chaotic moments.
You're always like this.
Yeah, this I never actually change facial expressions. You know, very rarely if something surprising happens, I'll go. But just for the most part, I stay like this, and a lot of people think that I'm a troll, but I'm not. And even if I was spreading good messages, then the outcome is positive for everybody.
From here, Evan would begin to skyrocket in popularity on platforms such as TikTok by posting short-form content of him appearing on podcasts, as well as random videos of him mocking and annoying random people in real life.
Hello, you guys are checking the stuff and fixing it. I believe you need to fix your head.
Hey, get out of here.
Hey. Hey.
He also began targeting popular streamers IRL, borderline harassing them at times. Clips of these hijinks began to spread, such as one where he's seen being kicked out of a store for spouting gibberish at a Spanish-speaking streamer.
What do you speak? English?
Spanish.
Spanish? Bago zamacher magara pampol, bago daga bago robampol.
No, Spanish.
That's not Spanish.
Spanish.
You want me to get him out? Can we get him out?
What's going on?
I think we have to get you out of
You know
here.
what I mean here? Are you interested in the Red October?
In late February of 2023, he was seen approaching Twitch streamers XQC and Kai Cenat on their trip to Universal, with both of them obviously annoyed by his presence.
Yo, I've seen him before. How you doing? What the hell? What's going on?
You're the most random person. You're not with us. You're not with us, but I've definitely seen you before.
How you doing today? I'm doing good.
Nah. You're not with us. I'm not even about to. Yeah, he recording. You recording. You're not with us. Yo, Cuddy, don't let him follow us.
At one point, he went so far as to disguise himself in order to try to sneak a photo with them, immediately getting escorted out by security.
Can I get a quick photo? Yeah, quick. Whoa, bro, stop doing that, bro. Stop doing that, bro. You're trying to be low. Stop doing that.
He would continue his antics by crashing WrestleMania, posting TikTok videos of himself calling out the wrestlers as they competed, and being a general nuisance, although it doesn't seem like anyone was really paying attention to him.
Hey, Michael, you gotta get up. Michael, you gotta stop crawling on the floor, Michael. Michael, you gotta stop crawling.
Soon after this, he would again brush shoulders with some of the biggest names on Twitch, this time setting his sights on the leftist political streamer Hassan Piker. In May of 2023, the Writers Guild of America began a strike demanding higher pay, among other things. Hassan was, of course, one of the first online streamers to show their support, even picketing alongside many of them in person. Unfortunately, this did not go smoothly.
What's going on? How you guys doing? We love landlords. We're here to protest against the landlords and the unions. We love them. We love landlords. We love landlords. We love them a lot. We're all against unions. They're not fair to the corporate companies.
The more you do that, and the more you end up hurting.
You end up hurting.
The more you end up hurting
the more you end
capital.
up hurting the capital.
The quicker the strike will end.
The strike will end.
Matan then posted a video of the encounter on Twitter, garnering tens of thousands of likes. Hassan would not take this lying down, however, tweeting, "Alright, never mind, maybe children do deserve the coal mines." The teenage troll replied, telling Hassan that he should have said that to his face. The agitated leftist streamer then proceeded to upload an incredibly short clip of him asking Matan to step aside, claiming he had asked him nicely at first, and that Matan had spread the false accusations that he had been threatened.
Landlords! We love them. We love landlords.
You want to move away a little bit?
No, it's we love landlords.
Matan hit back, stating, "You tried to scare me by getting in my face. Then you shoved a pole at me like a little bitch. I asked if you were threatening me because of how pathetic you looked. There's a reason your cameraman panned away." Some people thought that Matan had acted incredibly immature, and that making a joke out of the writer's strike was in poor taste. Others pointed out that Hassan was choosing to argue with a literal teenager online instead of just ignoring him. The incident received mainstream attention, with a Kotaku op-ed being released in support of Piker, giving a brief rundown of the entire situation while criticizing Matan and his antics. Towards the end of the article, the writers stated that they had actually contacted the edgy teen and asked him for comment, with Evan claiming that the writer's strike wasn't as important as other political issues while simultaneously denying the existence of climate change. Interestingly, Kotaku claimed that Matan had a lawyer with him during the call. In response to the article, he tweeted, "Kotaku reported I had a legal counsel on our call today about Hassan. They were talking about my buddy McCall, who was making Minecraft spider noises." A few days after the controversy, Hassan tweeted he was going to visit the UK. Matan responded with a video of him flying in an airplane, saying he would see him soon. From there, the young provocateur continued posting his usual content, engaging in numerous antics on social media and continuing to boost his popularity. His influence was so widespread that some even began to copy his behavior. In August of 2023, at the Gamescom Trade Fair, another event hosted by Jeff Keighley, he was interrupted by two men claiming that Bill Clinton wanted GTA 6.
Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed. They're disappointed.
The mainstream media would of course report on this incident, further adding to the notorious reputation of Matan. He continued to rub shoulders with numerous high-profile celebrities and musicians, with it being unclear exactly how he came into contact with these people. Unsurprisingly, he would also get into hot water when the 2023 Game Awards rolled around. Jeff had been very vocal about the security being much beefier this time, and made it clear that there would not be any more shenanigans like last year. After tweeting about attending the event, Matan soon would follow up the post by showing that he had been banned from ever attending it in the future. And this mostly concludes the seemingly never-ending saga of the now infamous Bill Clinton kid, as he will most likely continue to get himself into controversy for the foreseeable future. More recently, he seems to be leveraging his popularity to create more long-form content on his channel, interviewing celebrities and online influencers, often incorporating surreal and edgy humor into them.
Do you think white people should be allowed to say the N-word? No. Oh, the table's leaving. What the?
What he will do next is a mystery, but at the very least we know it will be entertaining to watch from a distance.